Hello students, I Mrs. Madhvi Matre welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. From this Saturday, that is 7th August, your first online assessment exam is starting. So if you want to revise it or if you have any doubt in any of the concept or topic, then you can go on our YouTube channel and you can see the videos there. All the videos are available on our YouTube channel. So you can go and revise it there. Okay, we are studying chapter number 2, that is quadratic equations, and in that we have completed topics like the meaning of quadratic equation, its standard form. Then afterwards we have seen methods of solving quadratic equations, and in that we have seen three methods. First one is factorization method. Second method is completing square method, but it is under reduced syllabus. And third one is formula method. And we are solving the questions based on the formula method, that is practice set 2.4. So from practice set 2.4, we have completed question number 1 and question number 2. In question number 2, I discussed three sums and I gave three sums as homework. I hope you must have completed those three sums. Now let us go towards the third question, the last question of practice set 2.4. So the third question is in the form of activity. You know that question number 2a and question number 3a, they are activity based question. So here the question is given in the form of activity. That flow chart is given and you need to follow the instructions given in flow chart and you have to complete it. Okay. So let us see the question. With the help of the flow chart given below, solve the equation x square plus 2 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0 using formula. See, everywhere the method is specified. So you need to use the specified method only. Now the very first instruction is given compared equations. That means the given equation x square plus 2 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0 and a standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and find the values of abc. Okay, that means we are going to write down the equation. Then you will write down the statement comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get a is equal to 1 here, b is equal to 2 root 3 and c is equal to 3. Okay, so you can write down these values as we are writing. Then the next step is to find the value of b square minus 4ac. So use these values and find this value. You know that this is called as discriminant. After getting that, you need to write formula. You know the formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that formula must be in your mind. That is your knowledge. So by heart it. And in that formula, you substitute the values. That means value of b, a and the value of b square minus 4ac. And then find the roots. Okay, so here the steps are given. So again this question you will solve as homework. It is very easy for you to solve. So you will solve it as homework. Okay. Now let us go further towards the next topic. The next topic is nature of roots of a quadratic equation. So this topic is related to the formula method. So once again, let us write down the formula for the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So you know that here x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. These two are the roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We know that one root is denoted by alpha and other is denoted by beta. They differ only by this middle sign. That is why generally we find that when they are irrational roots, they are conjugate pair of each other. Okay. So here these two roots, and then we have solved certain examples and there what we found is that this factor, this particular factor b square minus 4ac is responsible for the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation, or this factor decides the nature of root of quadratic equation. Okay. So this is called as discriminant and it is denoted by the Greek letter delta. So if b square minus 4ac, that is delta, if it is equal to 0, that means here if you write 0, then you know that square root of 0 is 0. So the second term is not present. So what we are getting is minus b upon 2a. So we are getting only one root, or we can say that the equation has equal roots. Okay. So if b square minus 4ac, that means discriminant if it is 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. Okay. Why equal? Because this second term from the numerator is absent because of 0. It is not present. So we are getting a single root, or we can say we are getting equal roots. So this is the first condition, that if b square minus 4ac is 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. Second possibility, that this discriminant or delta, it can be positive. That means greater than 0. Like we got in 2.4, everywhere we got delta or b square minus 4ac positive. Because that time I told you that it is under root and square is never negative. So generally for solve, we are getting the value positive. So if it is positive, then we can say that the roots of the quadratic equation are real and unequal. Why unequal? Because once we have plus and once we have minus. In the first case, this second term from the numerator was absent, but in this case it is present. So we are going to get two roots as alpha and beta. So the roots are real and unequal if this discriminant or delta is positive or if it is greater than 0. Okay. Then third possibility, that this discriminant, it can be negative. That means it can be less than 0. So if this value is negative, then you know that square is never negative. So then this root will not be a real number. So what we can say is, then the roots of the quadratic equation are not real. So this value, discriminant, is decides the nature of the root. Okay, so what we can say is, nature of the root of the quadratic equation is determined by this value, that is b square minus 4ac, and it is called as discriminant of that quadratic equation, and it is denoted by the Greek letter delta. Okay, sometimes it is denoted by capital D also, that is initial of delta. So sometimes D is also used, and sometimes this symbol, that is delta, is used. Okay, you have studied delta region in your geography. So that triangular region is called as delta region. So because of this particular symbol in Greek letter, it is called as what? Delta. Okay, so this factor decides the nature of the root. I hope you must have understood this. You need to keep this in mind. Okay. Now, let us see the solved examples based on these and activities which are given in the textbook. So, first activity is given here, that fill in the blanks, and they have given the value of discriminant or delta, that is b square minus 4ac. And here they have asked us about the nature of the roots. Just now we have seen the three possibilities. Okay. So here value of discriminant, that is delta, is plus 50, means it is positive, greater than 0. So in that case, the roots of the equation are real and unequal. Why? Because it is positive. Just now we have seen. In second case, delta is negative. That means that square number in, under root is negative. So we can write that the roots are not real. Okay. And here in third case, if it is 0, then the roots are real and equal. Because the second term from numerator is absent, so we get a single root or we get equal roots. Okay. So in this way, you can simply write down these answers. So such questions, they can appear in Question number 2A, a simple activity, and you're going to get half mark for writing your correct answer there. Okay. So this was activity. Now let us go further. Let us see solved examples here from the textbook. All of you, please keep your textbook open and you can see in the textbook that how the examples are solved. They are equally important as I have said. You will find that most probably the questions which appear in board exam, they are from solved examples. Okay. So let us see the first one here. Find the value of discriminant of the equation x square plus 10x minus 7 is equal to 0. We have to find value of discriminant, that means delta, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. Only that we need to find. They have not asked us about the nature of the root. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to write down the equation, and then that equation you have to compare with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is our standard form. Okay. So this comparing x square plus 10x minus 7 equal to 0 with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get three different values of a, b and c. So here a is 1. As you can see, no number is present. So a is 1. B is plus 10 and C is minus 7. Okay, so we got these three values. Now what we want to find? Discriminant. So write down that word. Discriminant is equal to B square minus 4AC. See, here it is not written, but generally to be more specific, you write down discriminant. Sometimes you know that we have to find B square minus 4AC, but you forget this word. You cannot recall that b square minus 4ac only is discriminant. You get confused there. Okay, so discriminant means b square minus 4ac. So write down there. Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac, and then put the values. B is 10, so 10 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 7. Now they have not written here in bracket, but as I have said, you have to write down the negative number in bracket, because in mathematics these two signs, they cannot appear next to each other without bracket. Okay, so uh, if you want to be more specific, you need to write it in bracket always, as I have instructed so many times. So here 10 square is 100, and minus 4 into 1 into minus 7, minus into minus is going to give you plus. So 100 plus 28, the answer is 128. Only this much is asked to us. They have not asked us about the nature, so we don't have to decide whether it is positive or negative or 0. Stop here. Simply we want to find out discriminant, so this will be again a 1 mark question. Okay, let us go further. Second question or second solved example here. Determine nature of roots of quadratic equation. Now see, nature is asked. Here discriminant is not asked, but still we need to find the discriminant. Why? Because we have studied just now that the discriminant decides the nature of the root or determines the nature of the root. So here immediately the steps should be clear in your mind, that you should write down the equation, then you should compare it with the standard form, write the values of A, B, C, find discriminant, and then decide the nature by observing the discriminant. So these are the steps. So after reading the question, these steps should be very much clear in your minds. Okay. So let us see the question now. First one is 2x square minus 5x plus 7 is equal to 0. The equation is in standard form, so we don't have to convert it. So let us compare this with standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And after comparing, we are going to get a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 7. So write it down. Okay. So whenever you have any question related to formula method, you have to compare it with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That means either you have to solve it by using formula, or you have to find discriminant, or you have to decide the nature of the root, everywhere you need to compare it with the standard form. And you need to write down the values of A, B, C, and then only you can proceed further. Okay. Now after this, as I have said, we have to determine the nature of the root. So that means we have to find the value of discriminant delta. That is b square minus 4ac. So therefore, immediately you find out b square minus 4ac. So b is minus 5 here. So minus 5 square minus 4 into value of a is 2 and c is 7. So minus 5 square is 25. And here 4 2s are 8 and 8 7s are 56. Okay, so 25 minus 56. The answer is minus 31. See, when we subtract the numbers, that time we give the sign of bigger number to the answer. So here 56 is a bigger number. Therefore, here the sign of answer is negative. Value of discriminant b square minus 4ac, that is delta, is minus 31. Now just recall our three possibilities. If it is positive, then the roots are real and unequal. If it is 0, then the roots are real and equal. But if it is negative, then the equation has no real roots. So now since this delta is negative or less than 0, here we can say that the equation has no real roots, or the roots of the equation are not real. You need to write this. This is the given condition or possibility, that here we got negative answer. That means discriminant b square minus 4ac is less than 0, and therefore the roots of the equation are not real. This is called as justification of your answer. You need to justify this, that why they are not real. They are not real because this value is negative or this value is less than 0. Okay, you need to write this. It's compulsory to write. Got it? Now let us go further towards the next one. So second question is given in the form of activity now here, and you can see the empty boxes. So here such question can appear for 2 marks in question number 2A if it is activity based. Okay. That means all the steps are given clearly to you and you need to write down only the specific answers in the boxes. So the equation is now here x square plus 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. It is in standard form. So let us compare it with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, which they have already given. So value of a is 1 here. Nothing can be seen means a is 1. So write it down. Value of b is given 2 and c is minus 9. Always write it along with the sign. So you can solve it in your textbook with the help of pencil. Okay, don't use pen because the textbook becomes dirty when you use pen. So try to use pencil so that it can be used by some other student next year. So it is written here. Now next thing is to find out the discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. So 2 square minus 4 into value of a is 1 and value of c is minus 9. So you need to write down them here. See, if you are making mistake here, then again you are going to make mistake here. That is why here the same things are given as unknowns. Okay. So if you are writing the answers correctly here, here also you are going to write the correct answers. Now next step, 2 square is 4. See, as I have said, now here capital D is used for delta, b square minus 4ac discriminant. So this D is initial of that delta. So D also you can use, or you can use the triangular shape, that is called as delta. So 2 square is 4 and here minus sign is given as it is. So you need to observe this sign and then accordingly you need to write down the answer inside. So see here 4 into 1 into minus 9. You are going to get minus 36 here. In hurry, don't write plus 36. See, this minus sign is by default from the formula and answer of this multiplication is minus 36. So now here this minus 36 and this minus outside, that will give us plus 36. Plus 36 plus 4, the answer is 40. Got the correct answer? 40 is a positive number, so it is written that it is greater than 0, already given in the question. And since this discriminant is positive, we can say that the roots of the equation are real and unequal. In the previous case, it was negative, so we wrote that the roots of the equation are not real. Now, since it is positive, the roots are real and unequal. Let us go further. Third example is given here now. Root 3x square plus 2 root 3x plus root 3 is equal to 0. See, the equation is in standard form. So, the very first step is to compare the equation with the standard form or general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, when we compare it, what we are going to get? A is root 3, correct? Value of b is 2 root 3 and value of c is root 3 again. All are positive. Okay, so we have written, so this is very first step common to all the questions related to formula method. Okay. Now the next step is to find out the value of discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. So if you want to be more specific, you can write down the word discriminant is equal to, or you can write down the symbol delta is equal to. Then put the values. B is 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 square minus 4 into value of A is root 3 and value of C is also root 3. Now see here how to square this. First you square this 2. 2 square is what? 4. And root 3 square is what? 3. So this you can write as 4 into 3. And here root 3 into root 3 is again 3. So here also you can write 4 into 3. See. 2 square is 4 and root 3 square is 3. So it is written as 4 into 3. And here 4 as it is, and root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 4 into 3, 12. And again here also 12. So 12 minus 12, 0. The third possibility which we have discussed, that when the discriminant is 0, that time the roots of the equation are real and equal. But you need to write down this justification that b square minus 4ac is 0, which we have found out, and therefore the roots of the equation are real and equal. If you are not writing this justification, then your half mark will be deducted. Or sometimes the examiner may not give you mark also, because justification is needed. You need to write down reason for your answer. Okay. Now let us go further. The next topic is the relation between roots of the quadratic equation and coefficients. You know that government education department has just declared that there is 25% reduction in syllabus. So last year this topic was under reduced syllabus. That is why here I am not taking this topic currently. Okay. So you also mentioned there that it is cancelled topic. So questions based on these, they may not come. But this topic you can do as a self-study so that you can use it for your better knowledge. Okay. So in short, I will explain you this, that here alpha and beta are the two roots of the equation, and a, b, c are, they are called as what? Coefficients. So what is relation between alpha, beta and a, b, c? That is given here. So only you see this box, that sum of the roots means alpha plus beta is given by minus b upon a, and the product of the roots, that is alpha beta, is given by c upon a. So this is the relation between the roots of the quadratic equation and coefficients. Okay. So quadratic equation roots are alpha beta. We have seen in formula that when we take plus sign and when we take minus sign, we get two roots, and one we denote by alpha and other we denote by beta. So sum of the roots is given by minus b upon a, and product of the roots is given by c upon a. So we are not going to discuss the questions based on this topic. Okay. So let us go further now. The next topic is to obtain a quadratic equation having given roots. Okay. So alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, the equation we are taking generally in variable x only, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, we have seen how the roots are alpha and beta. Then if we know the roots, then we can frame the equation. See, in the previous topic, we have seen different methods to get the roots from the quadratic equation. That means quadratic equation is given to you, given to us, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and we are finding the roots. That means alpha and beta. But here exactly opposite situation is there. That the roots are given and you have to find out the quadratic equation. Okay, you have to find out that quadratic equation. So generally we are going to write that equation in variable x only. So for if we know the two roots, then the equation we can get by using this formula. Okay. So the formula is x square minus addition of the roots multiplied by x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. In the previous reduced syllabus, we have seen what is alpha plus beta and what is alpha beta. So alpha plus beta means what? Addition of roots, and alpha beta means product of the roots. So that we can write down here, and then the equation is like this: x square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Take a note that here we don't have a. Okay, the coefficient is 1 only here. So this is important thing to be noted here, that if alpha and beta are the two roots given, then we can use this formula or this equation to write down the roots. That means we know one root, we know other root. So we can add them. That answer we are going to write here. At the same time, we can multiply them, and that multiplication or product we are going to write as a third term. Okay. So here A is 1 strictly, B is alpha plus beta, and C is alpha beta. Okay. So this way you can keep in mind that relationship is also determined by that only. Here value of A is strictly 1, that you have to note. So you have to keep in mind this equation. You have to by heart this. In hurry, many students they write plus sign here, but keep in mind that by default it is minus sign for the middle term and plus sign for the last term. So by heart it immediately. The equation is given by x square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So you have to write down this in your notebook. In short, I have given this. So this is an important point to be noted, that how we are going to get a quadratic equation if we know the two roots, that is alpha and beta. Okay. So I hope you must have written it. Those who have not written, please pause the video and write. Now I am going further. So let us see again the solved examples, and here also some questions are activity based. So see, the first activity given here, write the quadratic equation if addition of the roots, that means alpha plus beta is 10 and product of the roots means alpha beta is 9. Okay, so just recall the previous one. What was the equation? X square minus alpha plus beta means sum. So here 10 will appear. Correct? Plus alpha beta means product of the roots. So here 9 will appear and is equal to 0 always. Okay, so it is such a simple question. So it can come for 1 mark. Okay, but for writing this correctly, you must know that equation, that is x square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay. Let us see the second activity now. Here, the second activity is given and you can see the empty boxes here. Now, what is difference here in first activity and second activity? In first activity, directly the addition and the product is given. But in second one, they have not given us addition or product. Instead, they have given us values of alpha and beta. That means this is one root and this is other root. Okay. So, now here again you recall the formula. What is the formula? X squared minus alpha plus beta. So alpha is here 2. So here I am going to write 2 plus beta means 5. And here you have alpha into beta. So again here you will have 2 into 5. And finally then you can write down the answer. Now here they have given 3 empty boxes. See, here you can find that there is no coefficient, but now here you need to write. So what you are going to write here? 1. Because whenever the coefficient is not seen here, it is 1 by default. So 1x squared minus 2 plus 7 will give you, 2 plus 5 will give you 7. X as it is given only, and 2 into 5 is 10. So in this way you can complete the activities which are very easy, but to write it correctly, as I have said, you must by heart that equation. Once again I am repeating it, x square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So alpha plus beta means addition of the roots and alpha beta means product of the roots, okay, as we have seen in that particular topic. Okay, now students, today I am stopping here. We will discuss the remaining sums and also the practice set 2.5 in the next lecture. Okay students, so till that you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you students.